Good morning, good people. Today is Thursday, January 16th, 2025. Oops. Here we are at Department of Career Services, where our goal, as always, adjusting my chair, our goal, as always, is to help our students and interested people on their journey through this life. And we do it in a couple ways, two primary ways. One is the podcast, which you are watching now. And the purpose of the podcast is twofold. Number one, the most important thing is to help build better habits by creating a routine and then repetition. Keep doing it. Do it enough until if you don't do it, it doesn't feel right. So repetition, building better habits. And then another benefit is the community of people that we have here that join us each day, that watch it. And even if you don't watch it live, it's like the poem, A Tuft of Flowers. Let's see, the mending wall, two roads divided. Anyway, can't focus on the name. Oh well. So it's like the poem, A Tuft of Flowers. So there's a sense of community. You know the people here. Even if you're not here with us, we work together. So those, and then the other thing is the worksheet. That's the most important part, is the worksheet, because that's where the experts are updated every day to talk about the things we need to do to move forward in this life. So my brain is processing on something else. I'm dual thinking right now. Maybe triple thinking, because I'm thinking what I'm going to say, then I think what I'm going to say next. And I'm thinking about this other thing that's unrelated. So anyway, here we are, another day. Our meme for today, the theme of today is the magical science. Magical science. That comes from today's TED Talk. David J.P. Phillips. Is it J.P. Phillips? Well, we'll just go with David Phillips. The magical science of storytelling. But before we do that, we're going to go to the worksheet and look at some advice from an 80-year-old. Good morning, Watanabe baby. Compliment the meal when you're a guest in someone's home. Compliment the meal. Right. Should you? Yes. Are there reasons to? Yes. Compliment the meal. Well, I've had better. My mom makes better than this. No, compliment the meal. Okay, what else do we got here? Seth Godin. Where'd he go? Seth's blog. Building a process culture. It's kind of a long one. We're not going to go into it today. But as usual, we are not worthy. Seth Godin, great thinker. Daily Stoic. Choose what we do. Choices. We always have choices. We might not be able to figure out the stimulus, but we can control the response based upon our maxims. Yeah. Darren Hardy. Good one. Obstacles. Extraordinary tale of seeing beyond obstacles. Right. The obstacle is the way. Obstacle is the way. All righty then. Watanabe baby. We need you to create a Whatnot sales account. Can I call you after this podcast to give you more details? bonk. Whatnot. 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 On our, just a little side note, on our big, hairy, audacious goal, I know that Whatnot Bevy's cringing. Re. On our big, hairy, audacious goal. Kathy McKenna yesterday helped us sign up a judge. So we have another judge that wants to help on it. So that would be 2 judges, plus I will be hopefully talking to Judge Scotty today. And yeah, so that's kind of cool, right? I will be in Las Vegas today taking 4 people down for a new service that we're going to be providing. Well, when I say we, actually Mind Body Solutions, not shameless plug, will be providing. Don't know much about what it is. And I expect to get a haircut. Yes, Matt is one of the 4 people. And Jade is another of the 4. And Jonah is another of the 4. Oh no, we're taking 3 down, 4 back. 3 down, 4 back. All righty then. Magical science. So this is, again, day 4 of week 3 in our neuroscience-oriented approach to success. This week is called Outside My Skull-Sized Kingdom. Outside. What do I find outside? There's a bunch of people who think the world revolves around, who think they're the center of the universe. But I'm the center of the universe. They think they are, but I need them to help me on my journey through this life. So how do I figure out who to get and how do I get them? And so we started the week with David Phillip. David something's on my mind today. Dave USC, Dave Logan. Right. Start with Dave Logan. On Monday, Join Tribe, Nudge Forward. Then Tuesday, Seth Godin, How to Nudge, 4 steps. Yesterday, Simon Sinek, How to Tell a Compelling Story. And today, David Phillips, talking about the magical science of storytelling. So the idea is, his 4 steps are: step 1, everyone is a good storyteller. Step number 2, write down your stories. Step 3, match your story with the neurotransmitters that it releases. Is it a sad story, uplifting story, happy story? What kind of story is it? And then match the neurotransmitters to that story. And then number 4, choose the story to create the feelings that you want to prepare the people for when you tell them the actual story. So this is the story before the story. This is the priming the pump. This is releasing the neurotransmitters to get the people to feel the way you do so that you can bond with them. And when you bond with people, in effect, they see the world the way you see it. And if you bond well and they see the world the way you see it, whatever you want to do, they're going to want to do. And you just have to make sure they have the ability to do it. Because it doesn't really work if you get them, yeah, I want to buy that Maserati, but I can't afford it. I would definitely buy that Maserati if I could afford it. That's just kind of like, what's the point, right? But we do it for good, not to manipulate people into doing that. But the idea is if you get people to bond with you, when you ask them to do something, they'll do it. Why? Because they see the world the way you see it. Now, if you don't actually see it that way and you're pretending to see it that way, then people will probably end up seeing what you see, which is not what you want them to see. That's called manipulation. Manipulation. So the magical science is, the magic is using little words, vibrations in the air, to release emotions in other people. And that's kind of a problem we have with our women. Here, control my emotions. Use little vibrations in the air and get me really mad. So I want to punch someone or I want to stab a stuffed animal. Go ahead, use little vibrations in the air against me. That's kind of cool. How you can control me so easily. Right, not good. That's the opposite of good. That's called not good. But that's a problem we have. And when you talk to the women intellectually, why do you let someone control your emotions? Why are you going to let a 78-pound weakling control your emotions? I'm not. Text in the middle of the night. She's banging her pots again. What's wrong with this woman? I can't sleep. I'm a nervous wreck. Right. So not good. Not good. The magic. That's the magic. Vibrations in the air control somebody's behavior. Take them right out of the game or motivate them. Also had a good class last night. Class number 2. They need conflict resolution skills. Well, that's for people acting in good faith that want to cooperate with one another. This tends to be people who like sabotaging. And to me, it comes down to being very Zen Buddhist. You can't hear vibrations. I block them. I block those vibrations. Your vibrations in the air are going to pass right through me. They're not going to release neurotransmitters in my brain. I repudiate you. I rebuke you. I rebuke you, Satan. Right? LOL, right. Boom. So it's going to come in here. I'm going to catch it. I'm going to catch those negative vibrations. Or as I say, that I told my kids, the originals, when they were growing up, when someone's bullying you, you say to them, you look them in the face and you say to them, I laugh in your face, with the heaviest Arabic accent you can muster. And then you wait and the other person will crack up. And when that person cracks up, their evil vibrations stop. And then you do the Larry David flip, right? Now who's in control? I laugh in your face. Try it. Try it. Let's hear it. What, not a baby? I laugh in your face. Okay. So big day, time is racing, the magical science of storytelling. But the magical science, this is a thing we can all do. So the science is figuring out how do I want to make them feel. That's why a lot of politicians, or in public speaking, you're told to tell a story before the story, and they call it warm up the crowd. Warm up the crowd. But what is it actually? It's releasing neurotransmitters, tapping into their beliefs. It could be sad. So like when people say, how many times have you been married? I'll say, how many? What, not a baby? How many times do I try to say I'm married? Waiting. Good morning, Diana. So what, not a baby? How many times do I say I'm married? So this is the magical science of storytelling here. So I'll say 4. Well, four times. And then Or I'll say 4, and then people give a look like, you dog. 4. And I'll say, well, my first wife died. Oh, now all of a sudden, boom, I push this button of awkward. Oh, I feel sorry for you. And then I quickly add on from eating poison mushrooms. And now what neurotransmitters are being released? So it's sympathy, but it's also, yeah, I've heard about that kind of thing, like, yeah, I'm aware of that. Wow. And they get sucked into the poison mushrooms. And I say, and my second wife died too. From a cracked skull, because she wouldn't eat the mushrooms. And then I pause. And then as there's confusion, processing, right? Is this a joke or what? Right. It's still funny. Right. So never gets old. Right. So it'd be interesting if Whatnot of Evie tried that out. Yeah. My dad's a real cad. He's a cad. He was married 4 times, but his first wife died. So that makes him less of a cat, right? Less of a cat because his first wife died. Oh, wow. I feel sorry now. Ooh, I feel bad that I was so judgmental on the guy, right? And then the poison mushrooms. Yes, he said she ate poison mushrooms. Oh, man. Or I heard it was from eating poison mushrooms. And then his second wife died. And then he got remarried, but she died too. And she died of a cracked skull because she wouldn't eat the mushrooms. But you have to pause and watch people process on, wait, what? Wait, what? And then you smile, and then people are relieved. And then they laugh because that's the kind of joke that's supposed to be funny, right? That people laugh at themselves for getting sucked into the joke. So I have been married in this universe 2 times. I have been married twice. So I have my original 3 kids and my new and improved 3 kids. And the interesting thing is, from marketing thing, both groups like the group they're in. The originals like, well, I'm the original. Yeah, but we're new and improved. Yeah, but we're original. Yeah, but we're new and improved. Let's fight about it. I'm going to release vibrations in the air that are going to cause you to melt down. Okay, so time is racing, 18 minutes in, a lot of stuff to do. I've already done my 20 minutes. Not on the Peloton, but with the Peloton, 10 minutes of full body stretch and 10 minutes of arms and light weights. I encourage everyone. So was it only once legally? No, it was. Okay, I already answered that question. Okay, let me just quick look at the worksheet. Yeah, a lot of women don't do that. I've met a couple women that's like, it's a lot. And I'll say, what, 10? And they won't say, no. What do you think I am? 10 times. No, I haven't been married 10 times. Yeah, I think that's it. So we'll say to Denise, have a good day. Ba-boom, bam. Okay, we're going to call it. Okay, people, good to see you there. Whatnot of Evie, I will call you. Diana, thank you for being back on. Sorry you jumped on a little bit late, so we didn't get much information, but hope to see you tomorrow.